塩でダープ。塩で刺す。
Hello? Hi. Hello. Hello, thank you for all the resubs. Thank you, everyone. I'm still deafened on Discord, so she's not gonna light up just yet. But hello! We have a guest star today. Actually, it was decided very spur of the moment. Who is the small baby on my head? Would you like to say hello?
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I had your stream open, and then I heard you, and then I heard you on Discord. It was like very disorienting.
They're assaulting you. Yeah, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm excited that you're playing Ace Attorney. Actually, I really like the series, so I was really happy that you started playing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you to come on and do some voices because I know you're good at that and I'm bad at it, and then it gives me time to just kind of chill out.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's actually like, if you ever do like these sorts of games, you should always ask someone else to like do it, because like otherwise your voice will die.
Yeah.
So.
How is the so for those of you who don't know, Ari streams at twitch.tv/Ari Read the Great. I'm sure every single person in here knows, but still I must say this. And she
I
is
don't know who Ari is.
yeah, she is rigging a brand new model for herself. Is this correct?
Yeah, I am. I've been learning a lot about Life 2D, which is pretty exciting. But it's so painful, because like I think most of Life 2D, I found out that it's just like learning how to not fuck up your layers and your hierarchy, and it's just yeah. But it's very exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really stoked to see it. Can I see the full picture actually? Can I see the model?
Oh wait. Oh, so the thing that I sent you is the base. It's more or less the model. I can send you the picture later. Actually, I'll send it to you now if I can find it.
Okay, and this is private, right? We're not supposed to show
Yeah.
everyone. Okay, okay, got it.
No one will
Only
know.
I can see. Not you
No
guys.
one will see. Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, when I was getting my new Live 2D last year, I looked into trying to learn how to rig it because I wanted to save money. I looked into it for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, this is too hard.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, to be fair, it is a lot of work. But I've always like wanted to do like super dumb redeems, like you know, like the big brain thing. Like instead of adding a filter, I can just literally add it as like a toggle, or like I don't know, or like I can like add stuff to like stuff, or I like instead of like adding items, I can like just add it to the model via Live 2D, so that it looks a lot more natural instead.
Very
instead of, like,
complicated.
yeah. To be honest, it is complicated, because like when I first started doing it, I like tried doing it on like a test model, and I was like, why does everything look like shit? And then it was like, oh, it's because there's like these things you need to do first, and then like if you like don't do this, then like these get all like super warped, and then yeah, but it's actually a lot of fun.
It sounds like a huge
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
Well, but you sort of learned, was it Blender or Unity for your?
Oh no, dude, I didn't learn anything.
Oh wait, but you like, I know you changed up your model from
Yeah,
the original.
so I
one,
opened
right?
it in Unity, and I looked in the folders until I found a folder called Textures, and then I changed the texture in Photoshop. That's the that's the extent of my learning Unity, if you want to call it that. Yeah, not really.
That still counts. I mean, honestly, I feel like most of the things that you learn, like that you think are like super complicated, just require you knowing the right settings, right? So yeah. Like,
Does
most
Live
people
2D
can't be
count
bothered
as
to
one
learn
of
that.
those?
Sort of. Yes and no. I was kind of hoping it would be like one of those things where you just like figure out the settings and it would just like magically work. And then now I've kind of gone into like the whole like, I've like spent so much time on this, I should just keep going.
I think so, yeah.
It's
I
like-
mean, you rigged the eyes and everything, right? The eyes work.
Yeah.
Might as well rig
So,
the
like,
whole thing at this point.
You know, I've already done like 1% of the model. Might as well do the 99%
Pretty much.
I'm in right now.
Any other news you wish to share that I should share about you? I know about the new model. Is there a date for the re-debut or no?
No, I haven't decided anything. I think I still need to like work on whatever people do for re-debuts.
Are you gonna make new everything?
That's a great question. I'm already.
Sorry,
I don't really want to commit.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh, it's okay. I'll probably honestly I might just do the new model, but if I have time, I'm thinking about drawing some like new emotes or something.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'll have
That's
to
the thing
see.
that I don't like about redesigning. It's like your emotes don't look right anymore.
Yeah, that was the other thing too, is that like I don't know, like it was weird because like I just got new emotes and then I thought about it and I was like maybe I can get like a new model and then I was like wait I should have done it the other way around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
but I
think
mean like I think your current model still like works pretty well with your like your emotes, right?
yeah, well, I kept the hair and the ears the same, so nothing really changed about the face. Yeah. So the emotes look the
Mm,
same-ish. Yeah, that
yeah.
counts.
No one can tell. Like no one will look at you from like the waist or
Yeah,
not the waist,
nobody looks
the
below the
neck
neck.
down.
Yep.
Yeah, you're just a floating head. It's fine.
All right. Anything else we should say? I haven't looked into the Jeopardy buzzer thing yet. Okay, so we have an idea for the Jeopardy buzzer. It's terrible.
Oh,
So
really?
we can set up a Twitch chat bot in
Uh-huh.
another like a test channel, and then you guys can type anything into the chat there, and that chat will be hooked up to an overlay that decides who won the buzzer and then displays it
Oh.
on the stream in OBS.
Hey, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's the hackiest thing ever, but it works. Or it would work, I guess. Yeah. So sounds fragile. As long as we don't tell you guys what channel it is, it'll be
Wait, so
fine.
wait, if someone else that isn't wait, so do you have to like input the usernames of like who to like look for?
Yeah, that's true.
Or
We would have to. We'd probably hard code Waltz, Ari, and Lily Pup in there, so it would be fine. But
yeah.
we wouldn't want somebody in there messing with the bot anyway. So
Yeah, that's true. But I mean like I think if you're only listening for like those usernames, then
you
it
can't
shouldn't.
only listen for. I mean, it's like a pub sub, right? So it gets every message. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
But
could spam it.
oh no.
Oh yeah, you could make it. Can you turn off chats from everybody? Hmm. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
point.
Yeah. Anyway, that was our idea for the buzzer, and then everything else I think it's doable. We can use that Jeopardy. When are we planning to do it? There's no date yet because I haven't started working on it yet because I'm playing this game called Valheim. I can't stop. It's an addiction. All
Oh
right.
no.
So Ari is here to guest voice Great Ace Attorney. She loves this game, and I
Yeah.
don't know what's in case number 4, so I don't know who she's gonna voice. I guess we'll find out.
There's a couple characters,
Okay.
which is why, but I didn't want to spoil.
Yeah. Don't
But
spoil.
like, honestly, I'll do whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And how can you guys let me know how the volume is for her and the game? Be aware that Twitch chat has a different order for different people. Okay, whatever. I'll look into it later.
Different order for different people?
Let's
What
see.
does that mean?
Live. He's probably saying that there's some baked in order when people chat, but
Oh, I
okay.
see. Oh, do you mind sharing your screen?
Am I not? Oh shit.
I think it might have like disconnected.
Where is the game? This is such a oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here. Is it working now? Okay. And can you hear it?
I cannot.
Is is it working?
Perfect.
Okay. Alright, let's start. Need to update the game. Great. Ace Attorney. Oh, thanks,
I
Azura.
begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet
Clouded
to discover.
Kokoro adventure. So which is your
His
favorite
eyes
case?
wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea,
From
leading
this
him
game?
to the distant memory
Well,
of that
I think it's a little hard because like I think they all
to the young lady collapsed on the pavement
they
along
all
by a
sort
road,
of
and to the
interconnect
knife in her back,
at the end. But
lit in the soft
I
glow of
liked
gas lamps.
I liked wait, this is actually really bad. I forgot his name already. I like the before the dude died. His childhood friend. You know what
Kazuma.
I'm talking about? Kazuma, yeah. I liked it before Kazuma died. I was actually so shocked, like at the second case, because I was like, what?
Yeah, me too. Like, there's something wrong with my OBS and my compression filter wasn't working, and they were like, "You're screaming and it's peaking." So I was losing my fucking mind.
Oh no, yeah, wait, no, because he seemed like such an important character, right? And I was like, but okay, they literally do the same exact thing in like the first game, right? Because they're like, oh, look,
I remember
you
that.
have,
I
like,
remember that.
yeah, and then you were just like, what the fuck? She was like so important, and I thought I was gonna be with her forever, and then it's like, oh no, never mind.
But I cared less about her.
That's fair. Dude, they were childhood friends.
This guy's my boyfriend. Okay, anyway. It was my boyfriend, I should say.
Yeah, it was.
19th
I
of...
mean, he could still be.
Oh,
right?
sorry. I thought that maybe he was still alive and they were just trolling me, but it seems that he's actually dead.
Oh, yeah, he's definitively dead,
Okay. Oh,
unfortunately.
that sucks. 19th
Yeah.
of February, 9:47 a.m., British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Oh, it's you.
Okay. Wait, actually, did you hear her talk? She has a British voice. It was actually kind of crazy.
I know. We heard her
Yeah.
talk in the anime scene, and we were like losing it.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? She's supposed to be Japanese. How is she British? Anyways, yeah. Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruhodo?
Why are you doing that?
I'm trying to remain faithful. Okay.
No, not at all. Stop it.
It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
The rooms were so luxurious. I felt like we were staying in a palace.
Faithful to the English VA.
And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than any day, even in the middle of the night.
What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Buria, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to the other.
Oh, yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally.
You're making me feel like I have to do it too.
No, it's okay. Except when I learned that we were owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Wait, isn't that like $3?
Back in the day, maybe it was more? I don't know about the conversion. Oops, sorry about that. Naruhodo is dumb, so you need to speak in English. The building was so... Is that racist? I think it's a little bit racist. The building was so impressive and the entrance so inviting, I just wandered in without thinking.
In a lodging house in Japan, that sum of money would put a roof over your head for a whole year. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill.
Ugh, I really am sorry.
Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodgings straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less.
That would be really fast. Ugh, London is a scary place. Who's talking? Oh, good morning to you at this early hour. Who is it? A leprechaun? The big guy. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, yes. We are, well...
Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice.
You are so stupid.
I think his outfit's kind of funny, not gonna lie. We have come to report on the outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday.
The Yu-Gi-Oh villain. Well, the thing about English is that it's You have to like read the syllables the way you would if you wrote all of them in katakana, I guess. So the hair isn't tall enough. Suzato is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid even in the presence of the imposing Lord Big Dick. Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into British courtroom practices. Oh yes, it was very eye-opening. Thank you.
And in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end.
Yes, I've already been apprised of events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed. Oh! No longer are you a student from the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't, yeah.
Dude, he solved one case, he's basically a lawyer.
He didn't even solve the case!
He basically solved the case.
No!
That's all that matters in the court system.
Dude, yeah, you didn't see us the other day when we saw the omnibus on fire? I was losing my fucking mind!
Oh, and by the way, here's all the evidence just
I
caught up in
know.
smoke.
Oh,
We're
okay.
basically done, right? No evidence, no trial.
Wait! I forgot to say that Fewis is the true fan today. All hail the true
yeah.
fan.
I was close. I was a close second.
It was almost alright. Where the fuck are my hands? What the f- I've been having trouble with the Ultra Leap. Yeah, I think it crashed again. Okay, sure.
Oh no.
Great, amazing. Please? Oh, there we go. 1 second. Alright. Are we back? Okay, we're back.
It looks like you were like doing some like gang symbol.
Yeah, so every time I start the Ultra Leap, the hands are reversed. So yeah, they're on the wrong side. So it always does this when I load it up. And then I have to open the Ultra Leap settings and then it fixes itself.
Hey, that's pretty wild.
Because it's a very well written and not at all broken piece of software.
Yes.
Yeah. So what was I saying? All hail Fewis, the true fan. Thank you. It was almost Ari today.
I was so close. Yet so far.
It's kind of fun having that if you can only redeem it once and you have to be the first person or something, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like gamifying the system, sort of.
See T-posing? My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern land. Thank you! So I'm a lawyer now. Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem. Thank you for the resub.
Yode.
Another case already? Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I? It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it. What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared. What more were you hoping for? Congrats, you're a lawyer now. Here's the case. A case. The culpability of the defendant has not at the present time been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to prefer judgment. Are you able to do an evil laugh? Magically delicious. I just can't help wondering if Mr. McGilda really was innocent.
Mr. Naruhodo.
It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended. Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer. Sorry?
What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
He was in the bus, right? I don't know. Yeah, he was in the bus! Magnus McGildet passed away immediately following the trial.
No.
What? He's fucking dead?
Surprise!
Surprise! I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk. Can't believe he fucking died. Oh, okay. Converse. All right, let's go. Do you want to be the big dude?
Sure.
I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead?
Do you have a preferred voice or anything, or?
You could just use your normal voice. I don't really care.
Okay, great. Okay. After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you'll presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom.
Yes. How could I forget?
This giant fucking bus in the middle of the courtroom. I wonder.
Do I remember? Yes, of course. That was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGilded had been accused of.
Precisely.
At least I saved him from execution, but burning is worse. Yeah, I guess I would rather hang than burn.
Well, see, you won the case, so that's actually better for you. And he burned at the stake like a witch, which is better for him.
Did you read this already? Whatever, precisely. Okay.
Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames.
How was the bailiff's attention diverted by some other matter? No.
How could such a thing have happened? That is being investigated as we speak. But already... the police have identified a corpse found inside the charred shell of the carriage as that of McGilded.
Jesus. That's awful.
The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere.
But... that bailiff really needs to pay more attention.
And how could that have happened?
Sorry.
That is also being investigated as we speak.
It's ridiculous.
How do you miss something like that?
I don't know.
Thinking back now...
It was the only person short enough. It was either him or a 10-year-old child. No, they found the ashes of his hat around his skull.
Immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilded did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus.
These natsu. Thank you, Mino. Well, I must be making tracks now. Tis time for an inspection. Sorry, what inspection? They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I asked if I could be present for it myself. I want to be fucking Irish. Sorry.
He is Irish. I never thought it. Oh, I never made the connection. He actually... That's pretty good. An inspection of the omnibus? Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard has any intention of re-examining the carriage.
But then who was he talking about?
Never mind that now. The yard is making a investigation.
What? You're in on it!
This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police.
What the fuck?
I love how hand-wavy this entire game is. You're just like, yeah. Poor Mr. McGilded.
Naruhodo definitely wants to be detective. Absolutely true.
True. He's honestly better than Sherlock Holmes, or the
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. So, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it was wow.
Garbage. Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in the
solemnity.
Solemnity of Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old.
She has all the brain cells, and Naruhodo, just when he shakes his head, you can hear nothing because nothing's rattling around inside. Wow, she's such a wave of words.
And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones.
That's why I'm the lawyer and you're the assistant.
Behind every great man is a great woman telling him what to do because he doesn't have any
the wheel is turning, but the hamster is dead.
it's like the wheel is turning, but there's like Susato's just like behind the wheel, like turning a crank instead. The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can.
Hey, the other day we found out that Ixali and Runekeeper are brothers.
Oh yeah, they are.
You knew that?
Yeah.
He never told us.
Oh, surprise. His brother is also a furry.
He literally never told us. Runekeeper, get out here. That's not a secret. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think maybe it just depends on like if Lizardman and Rune are in like together in chat.
The
It's
second,
like more well known.
maybe the second Audie. Hey, it is the second Audie. It wasn't a secret. Listen, I wasn't the only person who was surprised when Ixali said that. I think several people in here were like, "What?" It wasn't just me, right?
Guys.
I don't know. He never told us. He comes here all the time and he never told us. Okay,
Aw.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's only brought up if you're in the chat at the same time. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, that's fine.
Maybe. He mentioned it last time, and then... Is this about them being related or the furry thing? No, it's just about them being related. Okay, anyway. Learn all you can, right? Okay. The most advanced in the world, is it?
You're fortunate.
Sorry.
Your very first trial was a simple affair.
Simple?
Simple? That was simple?
You're kidding me.
As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose.
Oh, he sent me to defend a rigged trial?
I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple.
The circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. That's not sus at all. Is something funny?
No, my apologies.
What the fuck is going on with this guy?
However, the fact is, you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve.
They're talking past each other? Yeah.
And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much is at least an undeniable truth.
He's self-aware.
Which is precisely why I have prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before.
Dude, have you seen me? I'm fucking stupid.
Wait, that's why he's spoon-feeding you cases.
Yeah, he's setting me up. What the fuck is going on? This is sus as fuck. He's gonna vent next. What was he gonna say before? Okay. New case.
Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned?
Don't tell me it's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes.
Are the chances? Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different.
Not a murder? Oh, I see. Did he just read my mind?
That is to say, no one has died. As yet.
What do you mean as yet?
I mean, it's Ace Attorney.
Okay.
And the trial will not be today. There is plenty of time to research the case thoroughly.
Oh no, I don't want to do investigation. I hate investigation. I only want to do trial. No
43
investigation.
hours, 43 minutes. And 19 seconds to be precise.
Ah, so the trial's tomorrow.
Is everything alright?
Oh, yeah, I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
Mr. Naruhodo. She's a British girl. I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilded's trial.
Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense.
What's up with this country? No one wants to be a... Right?
It's funny because he keeps like rambling on about how this is like the top country with like the best like...
Right?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But by the way, our public defense is shit. So could you just like...
There is no public defense. Lazy lawyers. Are they aware of someone looking to commit murder and doing their homework already? Strongheart's very sus. It's probably gonna come out that he was actually the one to kill Kazuma or something. Oh no! Now that you've said it, I can't stop thinking about it.
All according to Keikaku.
Oh.
If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. If that happens, I need not remind you of the inevitable outcome. The most terrible end awaits the defendant. Yes, that's right.
Ugh, here we go again. Man. So, is this another investigation?
Your time is up. You will have to excuse me. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits.
Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time.
And one more thing. Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you.
Oh, what is it?
Yesterday, you remarked upon something... that you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that.
I don't think he even knows himself.
Inside 34 seconds.
What? Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world works so he could change hours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I'd like to work towards that myself, but and there's another thing.
Oh. Another thing? Continue.
On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me. There's something very important that I have to do.
Something very important? And what exactly would that be?
He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he'd ever made it to... Oops.
Well, thank you for an enlightening discussion. Mr. Naruhodo, what is this all about? Mr. Asogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me.
Okay, so?
You're just an assistant. You're not his best friend.
You jealous? You jelly?
I urge you to both focus your attentions to on the matter at hand. I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case.
Oh.
He'll be able to appraise you of the details.
Who this? How long has he been there?
So, I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell.
Looks like Watson, yeah. Maybe intentionally?
It's not Watson.
Looks like Watson. Hi, Hammy. She's still jealous.
There's something very important that I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean?
Damn, not another cop.
Yeah, wait, Watson literally died in the first trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another guy in the Sherlock Holmes world.
It looks like him, though. I wish I knew, but he never told me. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think?
Yes, you're right.
Aloha. I hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us. Why is he eating potato chips or fries?
It's Quisps.
Quisps?
Quisps.
Is he?
Oh, you can literally hear him munching. I actually never realized.
Is he eating fish and chips out of just like?
Yeah,
Could we trouble you? What do you think? Lovely weather, isn't it? What's the weather got to do with anything? Oh my god, I can't do the accent. Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every English gent eating out of your hand, you know? But Susato-san told me it was foolproof. I'm a busy man, a very busy man. Holy shit, the animations. There's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having to give the likes of you a talking to. Oh, I am very sorry. Can you imagine what the other officers there will be saying? Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's too busy with the bigwigs these days. And all because of some bumpkin who's here on a jaunt from a country I've never even heard of. Hear that ripping sound? That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters. He eats like a ravenous bird. He eats like a seagull. There's no need to rip us apart as well. Yeah, is he a seagull?
I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Saria Nosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer.
Eh?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant.
Eh?
It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
What? It is unseasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of simp.
Oh my god,
Unbelievable!
email!
How did she pull that off? So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case. The name's Tobias Gregson. Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard. Milady.
Inspector Gregson?
What's the matter with her? Does this detective's name mean something to her? Inspector Gregson.
Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson?
You're acting like you know this man, but he's a London detective.
Oh, I do know him. Very well, in fact.
Very well.
Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes.
Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Rants magazine?
That's right. Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful, friendly rivalry.
So this is, I guess, Lestrade or something. Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Gregson is the pick of a bad lot in all of Scotland Yarders. Those were his own words.
This is Gregson and the inspector from the Home series? Oh, okay. That's his highest praise?
Wait, I thought it was Mr. Lestrade, because it's like his name is Greg Lestrade, right? So Gregson?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Or at least that's what I thought. Because like he's like the main inspector, right? And then he's also like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
I haven't read enough of them. I've read only a couple of them, so hopefully
it doesn't matter.
hopefully this guy will be at least a little competent. Sholmes pulled it together at the end of the second case. Yeah, he pulled it together. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
That he is not, and thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now. That's great, isn't it? I have to admit that to start with, I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand and my reputation at the yard went through the roof. That's wonderful. No, it is not. There's nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure. Rumors?
Are you quite sure?
Maytante Gregson's son. He's changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head, stuff like that.
Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
You didn't see the end of the second case or any case, did he really? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying. But I know what folk are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying. As sure as eggs is eggs. I get the feeling this detective could be very hard work.
Oh dear. Perhaps the sudden rise to fame does change people.
He's having paranoid delusions. The case. So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before. Nothing to tell, really. As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler.
Oh dear, that probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated.
Smart. Wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right. A young woman was walking along the pavement on Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind. Wait, she got stabbed! Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in hospital unconscious. Okay, she's not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Yet.
That's despicable. What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind?
At the end of this case, the hospital is gonna be on fire.
I believe it.
I suppose you would have finished whoever it was off of a suicidal takedown, would you?
That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruto.
Brace yourself, Yunosuke, you've angered her now. Anyway, after something of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest. So, there must have been something left at the scene that led you directly to the culprit, right?
Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question?
Let me stop you right there. You're wasting your time on this one. You have tamales and you're not sharing. Why? Share with the class. Sorry? There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now. Why not? Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Zeke's nuts! No! Sounds like you've heard of him then.
Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zeke's nuts. Believed to be the harbinger of death itself.
Yeah, we call him Van Zeke's nuts. The Reaper of the Bailey. Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Lord Zeke's nuts, who we faced in court only yesterday. Everyone's gonna get food.
Mr. Gildas told us about him before the trial, didn't he?
He sure did, and we are gonna skip this flashback. Yep.
Where's my food?
Are you gonna eat? It's 10 o'clock.
Oh, I already ate.
Oh.
But now I'm hungry.
This Reaper of the Bailey nickname, I suppose he's earned that because every defendant he advocates against is found guilty. Is that it? We've already beat him, we can do it again? Hell yeah! Thanks for the faith.
Well, that's the case. We should inform you, Inspector. That in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Naruto secured a verdict of not guilty.
Sort of. I don't think it was me. Ah, and what of it?
Oh, well, I think that means even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant.
Except that he's fucking dead. Nah, you really don't have a clue, do you? What do you mean? What happened to that bloke in the end, eh? He's dead. Magnus McGildick came a cropper in that omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved him, can you? What are you saying? Look, if Zeke's nuts could get the dirt to stick on everyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles, he works magic. What the fuck? He does what now? Black magic? I'd have a good long think about that if I were you. Are we really supposed to believe that? What are you talking about? Right, well, I filled you in on as requested and I'm very nearly out of chips. So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We're still carrying out a few investigations there.
It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place.
That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cells, you can meet the criminal himself. You've branded him a criminal already. He's as good as shaking like a leaf in his cell, he is. It'll give you a chuckle, if nothing else. He's inmate 53. Speak to the jailer and he'll show you the way. Are we supposed to care anyway? I mean, we are lawyers, not personal protection detail. Inmate 53, thank you. So there's no helping anyone against the Reaper, they say.
Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Magic is canon in Ace Attorney. It's not totally insane. I don't want magic. We have to use logic, not magic.
I think when they say black magic, they just mean, like, he just kills them.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
not very magical.
To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage, too.
She's calling me a pussy. She's like, coward, run away.
So if you're a little bitch,
Yeah.
you should just give up.
If you're a little bitch, Yunosuke, you can turn on the case. It's okay. But if the man they've arrested is innocent, you could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that funny.
So...
Is she wrong, though? She's not wrong. If I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try, so I think I'm going to make some inquiries. Will you help?
Did you really think you had to ask? After all, I am your judicial assistant.
Poggers? Thanks. So then, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
Ikuzo!
Ikuzo!
Where are we ikuzoing to?
Briar... I actually either works. I think prison might have more stuff.
Yeah, let's go prison. I want to talk to the... I want to find out what the defendant's like. 19th of February, local prison, cell 9. So these are British prison cells. Hi! Daubeny the Herald.
Oh, they're ghastly. It feels like just a dungeon.
Yeah, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooded cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls.
Oh, don't, Mr. Naruto. You're making it seem worse.
Why? What is up with her? Apparently, our client is in this cell here, but it is so dark at the back I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like. Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop hiding at the back of the cell and show your face at once. Am I...
That's a really good British accent.
Is it? The problem is that it's not consistent. I keep switching between British, Irish, and... So like, I struggle, then I just ended up reading everything in a normal voice. Am I a cat as yet with no name? Calling me by a number. It's utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. I refuse to answer.
Oh wait, I love this guy. Okay. Mr. Naruto, what?
Don't ask me.
What do you think is going on here?
Brits are basically set. It's Tuesday, isn't it? I have no idea, but I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese. Oh! Oh! Japanese Albert Einstein? What? Excuse me. Shh, quiet. Do you want to voice him or should I voice him?
I
How
can
do you...
voice him, yeah.
Huh?
I can voice him,
Okay,
yeah.
if you want to.
Yeah. Shh! Quiet!
This guy didn't do it. He looks too suspicious to have done it.
He's too suspicious to be it.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan didn't do it. Actually, they're all here, hiding. I know they are!
Edgar Allan Poe-chan, daijoubu?
Yeah. Yeah. They're watching, listening. Even now, I can sense it.
Right. So,
There you are. You've come to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost.
a ghost?
We mean you no harm, President-san. Are you Japanese by any chance?
Ghost? Zoinks!
Ghost? He's...
There's no way someone that's obviously guilty could be guilty. Doesn't Edgar Allan Poe have a raccoon in Bungo Stray Dogs? Oh, is that right?
Oh, I would not know.
I haven't watched
That's
that
pretty
either.
Cool.
He's on meth.
This is beyond my wildest dreams.
What is happening?
He's a case for that's for sure. Forgive me for that outburst before. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all.
Imagine it. It's been 12 long months since I left my hometown, and here I am in a frightful fix in a foreign land. So hearing the sweet, sentimental tone of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was a most monumentally moving moment.
Who could have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us would turn out to be a fellow Japanese?
Uwu, what compassionate my fellow countrymen show. To dispatch first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. Noble, nurturing, never failing, Nippon!
A first-class lawyer?
I think they mean he took his first class.
He took his first class. I think there's been a misunderstanding here.
I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example. Yes, I can, I will! Shan't, stay, sullen, and silent! One dive. I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy.
Shino sounds cuter today. Shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer. As you said, my name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
And I am Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotova. I am a visiting student sent there by our government.
He's the previous law student who came on exchange. Oh god.
Notably, notoriously named Natsume!
Natsume Soseki?
Soseki, so desu ne.
Why is Natsume Soseki here? Okay. Converse? Is he famous? He's a novelist. Natsume Soseki is a famous novelist.
It's before he became famous.
Oh, okay. Soseki Natsume-san. What an unusual name.
Call me Soseki, please. I'm a a poet, you see, a writer of haiku. It's something of a nom de plume.
A nom de plume? You mean an alias?
That's right, Naruhodo-san.
It actually kind of does look like him. Yeah, I guess so.
No, don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that.
And haiku? That really reminds me of home. Maple! Natsume Soseki desu. How do I know about Japanese? He's famous. He's famous.
He's well known. He's actually pretty well known.
Yeah,
though.
he's a famous novelist.
Yeah. Did I hear you say that you were a visiting student sent over here by the government? Yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study English.
Huh.
First, I had to suffer the misery, and now this! It's beyond the pale.
Real person? Well, I suspect the real person didn't behave like this. Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here?
No, I mean, I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course.
Oh.
But just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean you can do it. No! What do you mean? If they told me to study English literature, that I could have understood. That's my field.
He did write about London. The 2 years I spent in London were the most unpleasant years in my life. Among English gentlemen, I lived in misery like a poor dog that had strayed among a pack of wolves.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so it's a realistic...
Realistic depiction. He goes to Japan or he goes to Britain and he's like, this is the worst. Get me out of here. But no, they told me to study the English language.
Based?
Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable.
Is this like a haiku thing or like what? Why is...
So this used to be, I think in the Japanese version, this was a haiku, but then they made it in the English version. They changed it to an alliteration.
Yeah, I guess there's no way to represent that. Yeah. I see.
Only the other day, I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white washi. You must be a man of great standing.
If you do an image search for him, this Ace Attorney guy shows up.
Wait, really? It's pretty great, actually.
That's hilarious.
Wait, who's more famous, the original novelist or the Ace Attorney version?
If you search for the Fate Grand Order characters, you get their anime version and not the real version anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. What about like Joan d'Arc or something like that?
Yeah, like Joan of Arc, and there's a Japanese like general or something, and if you search for that, you get the anime one now.
Oh, wait, that's so good. Imagine like writing a history paper and then you just like try and Google some stuff up and you're just like, why do I keep getting anime?
I mean, it's pretty cursed if you ask me.
Oh, is this Charlemagne?
There's a Japanese one I'm thinking of. I can't remember the name. What is the name? What's the name of that servant? Oh yeah, Oda. Nobunaga.
Nobunaga. Oh!
So if you search for Nobunaga now, you get the anime girl.
Really?
Yeah, well, you get pictures of him and the anime girl, but yeah, the anime girl's definitely in there.
I actually don't see the anime girl.
Really? Maybe.
Yeah. Wait, do I have to type out the whole name?
No, but
I get.
when I search, it could be based on your profile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, maybe that's why then.
You don't-
Yeah, because like.
Do you not search for anime stuff on your main profile?
I guess I don't search for enough because like I get like some I get like some TV miniseries as like the first anime search result, and I don't even know what this is, but most of them are actually of Oda Nobunaga.
I see. Audie says,
or maybe I'm spelling his name wrong. I don't
Audie
know.
says when she tried to do a paper on Mesopotamia and Gilgamesh, she kept getting the Fate character.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Alright, where were we?
Yeah. Oh yes. So I'm often told.
And often like to be told, it seems.
Yeah, that's fair. Nobunaga's pretty famous. Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Soseki-san? I didn't do it! I didn't commit that atrocious murder!
She's not dead.
Not dead yet. Not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Oh, no. No, it's alright. The woman didn't actually die. Did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes!
Oh, he witnessed it. Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker? Hmm?
Nani? I didn't see anyone.
What?
If I'd seen the person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in here? Oh dear, it seems the case is becoming rather complicated. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me?
This guy's a bit selfish, isn't he?
It's the curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient. Sorry, I keep squeaking.
It's okay. So Soseki-san was there at the scene, but he did not see the attacker. So he saw the event, but not the person. Apparently.
It's vital that we find out more about the case.
Ari's is very good, Soseki. I think so too. About the
The
case.
squeaking helps a lot. I was kidding. It was a cursed evening, just after the snow had started to clear with fog.
Hello,
I can't
Emily.
Hi, Emily. I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings.
This guy. He's so dramatic. Damn sure it's inconvenient when people are so inconsiderate as to get stabbed right in front of you.
Man, you know, if someone gets mugged in front of me, that is also super inconvenient, because then I have to scream and then report it to the police, and it's just... You know, sometimes when I get accused of murder, it just really sucks, you know?
How many times does it happen?
I actually have seen a woman get mugged.
What? Oh, okay.
But I was in a car.
I thought you were gonna say you saw someone get murdered.
No, I've never actually seen anyone get
Okay.
murdered. That's a different story.
'Cause, like-
I think if you see someone get murdered, you have to go to the police.
I think so. You said like mugged starts with a C.
No, mugged. Yeah, very, very, very different than murdered.
Are you sure the bookshop wasn't accursed too?
As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the soul silhouette of another ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
A woman, wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her...
The knife slipped out of your hand and went into her back, right?
She suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet.
Mm-hmm.
How terrible.
Mm.
I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard.
Slight exaggeration there, perhaps.
Yeah. I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings.
It totally seems like he did it.
He is so suspicious.
Yeah, that's not good. That time I got reincarnated as a mugger's knife.
They'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that. Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours? This would all be ridiculous. Do you think I know any of these fair-haired English? And a young woman at that.
So he doesn't know any women?
I'm different, shy, timid, unsure. I can't talk to people.
Sally, be quiet. I see. A young woman unknown to Soseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anybody pass you?
Regrettably. Apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul.
No one? Oh, great.
So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it?
What conundrum? Shut up, Ryu! Why do I have to read these stupid lines?
I thought he was gonna say, what is a conundrum? I was like, you have to know at least one brain cell, right?
What do you mean? What's the conundrum?
Well, if what Saseki-san has just told us is true, there's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim, and that there's no one else at the scene. Then he apparently fled without having been seen. I did!
Alright, so how did they arrest him? But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit.
You... What did you just say?
Nothing! I didn't say anything! Oops, perhaps I thought that a little loudly.
He's actually so dumb. Actually, that's not what was troubling me.
Dr. Zali strikes again.
What does he say? Oh! What I was thinking was, how did Soseki-san actually come to be arrested?
Yeah, that's right. If
But-
nobody saw him, then how did they know he did it?
Also, I learned that if I don't want to get stabbed to death, if I don't want to die by stabbing, I should just become morbidly obese.
Well, the fat has to be on your back.
Oh.
Or wherever you're going to be stabbed.
So I gotta train my fat to move to my back. Is there like weight training but for
Fat
back
training? Ryu should just shut up. Susato is the one who does everything. Kinda, yeah. Sorry?
He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him.
Does Ryu just say his thoughts out loud? It seems to be the case because just now when we were talking to whatever that guy was, big dick guy, he seemed to be reading my mind. I think he was just talking out loud.
So how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place?
Oh, she's right. No shit.
It was him! That accursed great detective! He led the police to me!
Oh no!
Of all the bad luck!
A cursed great detective? Could it be? Is that us? No, it's not us. We have a friend.
Shall never forget that man's name as long as I live! With his haughty laugh and his self-proclaimed... I can't talk. Self-proclaimed greatness!
Susato isn't a lawyer, so she can't solve the cases too rapidly for the length of the game. Even Sholmes is bad. All cops are bastards.
Brash, big-headed, busybody, be gone! May you be cursed until the end of your days, Hairlock Sholmes! Shakes fist menacingly.
I knew it! Ryu figured out how to think like a month ago. He doesn't know how to do it without speaking yet.
Mr. Sholmes? I feel like he's always like so confident with what he says that everyone just believes him.
Yeah, that's how dudes are. Well, I did not expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure.
It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. They started shouting at me, "This is the police! Put the weapon down!" Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard, but I wasn't eating a weapon! Disgusting, dietary, discrimination, devils!
Jesus. You clearly had a trying morning yesterday.
And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That's Sherlock Sholmes!
It's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English.
Wait, isn't hair like was it hair Hitler or something? Wait, does that mean?
Her is
What is
just,
hair?
I think it's just a German title. I think it's like Mr. or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's just like a Mr. I'm not sure. I don't speak German.
Oh, okay, I believe it. I've since found out he's a famous name in detection here in London. Yes, the great detective is really very well known. And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently.
Fuck. I can't even type my own emote.
I'm sorry. I was thinking. Oh no. Okay, so I actually misthought. I misremembered. I thought it was hail. Like,
Stop! Stop! Don't say that here.
I'm sorry. Okay, you didn't hear anything. I'm really sorry.
Please. Oh my god, cancelled speedrun. Okay.
I believe it's okay. Just cancel me. Don't cancel Shino. I'm already getting canceled. Like, I'm already getting canceled in like what, 500 times at this point. I don't even care.
She came on my stream and she took off the restraints.
No, I'm not even joking. Like every time I stream, I say something and people are just like, "You're gonna get canceled." I'm like, okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman. Me, the weak stoopkin of a man.
I wonder what great deduction process led him to this conclusion this time.
Did you mean to say that Mr. Sholm's deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That would really be most unreasonable. Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in.
You know what sounds good right now? Cheese. I could go for some cheese. It's because he talked about cheese.
Wait, you know what'd be good?
What?
Grilled cheese sandwich,
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
good.
right? I really want one now.
Do you have it with tomato soup?
I don't actually.
Oh, okay.
I think I prefer it by itself,
Mm.
but tomato soup is also really good too. Yeah.
I like it with some sweet stuff sometimes, like apple jam.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've never actually thought about it. Wait, do you dip it?
No, it's like in the sandwich, I think. Why food all of a sudden?
Oh.
Why not?
All roads lead back to food. Of course you were. That's only natural.
I no sleep.
I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English.
You can pour some cheese into a bowl and give me a spoon. I'm okay, I think.
Fiendish, foreign, film, flammery.
Flimflammery, damn.
Dude, this guy's busting out the SAT vocab word
Yeah.
right now.
Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English. Are you being reasonable?
Good point, good point. But my mind went blank. I knew I had an answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine. The next thing I knew, I was in manacles. Before I knew it, I was thrown in here.
Wow, that sucks.
Oh dear. I'm afraid that's oddly surprising.
I'm fine. He's not fine now. What a mean thing to say.
Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo, and when we're speaking English, a simple mister is more than enough.
Oh, yes, alright, yes, they've really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind! Please, I beg of you to defend me in court tomorrow.
This is accurate. They get false confessions out of you just like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they just start speaking to you in like Spanish, and then you're just like, yeah, yes, yeah, sí, se puede. You can tell him what really happened. You'll do it, won't you?
Well,
Why is it so hard to say yes to me?
well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself on a study tour.
A student?
I have defended a case in the Old Bailey, only just one though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Wow, what a thing to bring to someone who's about to be tried for murder.
Yeah. Oh, Naruhodo-san. Well, he's not getting tried for murder because she's not dead. She's just
Right.
stabbed.
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. This is not the right person to be venting about this to.
Yeah.
Ryu, I'm a sort of locum lawyer. What the fuck is locum? Hold on. L-O-C-U-M?
Interim? I think.
I see. A person who stands in temporarily for someone else of the same profession, especially a cleric or doctor. Okay, I guess. I wasn't a lawyer to begin with.
But that arm man, that's the mark of a defense lawyer from our great empire.
Be quiet, Zali! No, he's right. Low income. Kazuma took it all. It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend.
A keepsake? I know exactly what they're going to say about me. Oh, who do you mean? The lawyers, all the British defense lawyers, they won't defend me because they're all racist. Oh
Yeah.
goodness! Why do you say that?
Is it racism?
Is this racism? Butterfly meme here.
Yeah.
For the same reasons as you noted before, when it happened.
Ryu's doing everything he can to come off as a fraud. He's doing a great job. Keep it up. Keep it up, babe.
There was only one victim. There was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime.
But who saw you then?
I am not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit.
Can't say boyfriend because that's still illegal in Britain. It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san.
And I am a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Somebody not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all.
Poor thing.
Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said, and of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say, the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway.
Wow. Alright.
This is so rude.
Racist? That's awful.
Yeah. They're wrong. I've studied more English than half the policemen out there on the streets.
I relate to this strongly.
I've traveled halfway around the world to learn about these countries, these people's countries, and its great history.
How did I enjoy the McGilded case? It was pretty good. Did you write McGill dead on purpose? Because yeah, he isn't. Apparently, he's allegedly dead. We have not seen a body, so.
But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me. I could have done this in a terrible Japanese accent, but I feel like that would be super
racist.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native language. You could do it. Couldn't you?
Are we treating him like Tupac? Haven't seen the body? Hey, Tupac did a concert, okay? He's not dead.
Yeah. Wait, you're not... They're not confirmed dead in any show unless you've officially seen the body.
Yeah.
Technically. When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through.
Soseki-san, it's just that... Give me a little time, please.
Hmm?
I'll do what I can, for the time being.
What do you mean? We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Oh yes, thank you! I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
No.
Oh, we should be going then, Naruhodo-san.
What about if the actor was fired and they kill the character off screen? Okay, that's different though. That's like a case of them being written out of the script, right? Go ahead.
Oh, we have a case to prepare for.
Okay, so I guess we move? Are we done talking to him? Yeah.
I think you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go...
To the scene of the crime!
Investigating time.
I know you love clicking things on the
I
screen.
hate clicking things! 19th of February, Briar Road. I don't know how to get into my British accent. Do you have a trick for that kind of thing?
You watch the Great British Bake Off
No!
until you ingrain it into your memory.
So this is where it happened. Briar Road. Tuesday, innit?
Oh, look, Mr. Naruhodo. Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable.
Channel your inner Gordon Ramsay. I don't really watch TV, is the thing.
What are you, an idiot sandwich? I don't. He doesn't even say it.
Yeah, I don't know.
The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak.
This corpse is fucking raw.
It's fucking raw, mate.
That is their job, you know.
But Mr. Naruhodo, to see one with my own eyes. They're often depicted in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd ever come this close. To a real Bobby's helmet.
What? The helmet?
Of course. I have to try one on one day.
Okay. You heard most British when you were a Yogscast fan. What the hell is Yogscast? Is that some streamer? Podcast?
They're like a gaming streamer.
Oh,
aren't
is that
they?
right? Sorry.
Am I lying to you?
I don't know. You could be.
I feel like they play games.
I see. Well, I hope
they
your...
produce video games.
I see. I hope your Hattie dreams come true. Yogscast plays Minecraft? I see. Oh no, it's him! What's the Japanese delegation doing here?
Oh, Inspector Gregson.
YouTube company situated in England. Ye old goon squad. This isn't on the tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware. I don't know why I'm going to uwu.
It's like the same thing, right?
He's like uwooing.
Uwu, hello. I'm Irish. Yes, of course. Oh, we're here to investigate.
Hi, puzzling puzzling shutterbug. So you've been to the holding cells then? What do you make of the criminal?
He is not a criminal as you put it, Inspector. He is a suspect.
We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. Well, do what you will. It didn't bother me. The bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens. And the verdict's a foregone conclusion. Holy fuck, this is hard. Oh, the stone cold air of rejection.
Take heart. London at this time of year is full of stone cold air.
Is he just eating chips out of a cone? Yes, and there's actually a fish if you look closely. In some angles you can see the fish. That makes it worse somehow. Wait, what did you say? Ah, yeah. Alright, time... Can we examine? We're not detectives. Are we allowed to examine?
You can try whatever you want. Oh, that's a Scotland Yard carriage. They use vehicles like that to rush to crime scenes and cause away criminals.
You're very well informed, aren't you?
It's long been a dream of mine to ride one of those through the streets of London.
Didn't we ride a carriage already?
I thought so too.
Well, just pick up a stone and throw it through one of the windows then.
But that would mean being arrested in order to ride it. Oh, she's talking about the police carriage, not like a
oh.
regular carriage, I guess. Wouldn't it?
Let me just honk my nose. Bonk, bonk.
Still, if it's the only way, help me find a good stone.
How are we liking this game so far? Ari loves this game. I have not finished the game, but I like it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know, I wasn't serious. Okay, so let's start doing this. Oh, okay. Snowman.
What a delightful snowman.
I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowmen as well. It looks a little creepy though.
Oh, it has a scarf, look.
You'd need one if you're out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one.
I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment too. We certainly can't afford a scarf.
They gotta be freezing their asses off.
Dude, it's because they spend £3 at the hotel. SMH.
Surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his.
But the person who made the snowman certainly would.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Anyway, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow. Okay. Both of those things were absolutely useless, actually. There's no reason for me to... Should have taken the leprechaun's money. That's one of the officers from Scotland Yard. The police are making sure the crime scene is undisturbed. I have a feeling that if we wander too close, we'll be clapped in irons.
I think perhaps you're being a little overcautious.
Take the free snowman scarf. How can you deprive the snowman of his scarf? Does the snowman not deserve a scarf?
You think snowmen don't have feelings, too? Are you just saying he's just a construct that someone else... We've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause for concern.
Oh, I'm not getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Twice I found myself in handcuffs despite not knowing a thing about what was going on.
Yes, you've had some dreadful experiences. I'm sure it's that wide-eyed look of panic you're so prone to. It does you no favors at all.
She says I look like an idiot. Snow people have no rights. Could probably fit a whole body in there. Just wait for the snow to melt and pick it up. It'll be wet or frozen.
The snow will never melt by the time we leave.
What is this? Oh, this patch of pavement must be where the incident occurred.
Yes, it's a very wide open space, isn't it?
That's true. I can't see anywhere an attacker could have been hiding. Oi, what you foreigners doing here?
Ah!
Oh, we are just investigating the scene, officer. Conspiring with that mustache fella from Japan, are ya? Conspiring? Come here to destroy evidence, have ya? Get out of here before I give you an hiding. Go on. Terrible accent.
They shoot us away like rats.
Yeah, we should give him a wide berth, I think.
What a disappointing experience.
It's
To
not
find out that
actually
everyone
not.
is racist.
That part isn't that surprise. Okay, how do we move? There we
Oh
oh
wait, there's something. If you go back,
yeah.
all the way bottom left.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are piles of snow on the pavement here and there, but the road itself is covered in carriage tracks.
It seems carriages often travel down Briar Road. Okay, that was useless. Never mind. Soon versus all the snow.
You never know what could be useful or not. So, I slipped over
That's
it.
true.
I slipped on it when I was walking down the pavement earlier. It seemed like it would be far safer to walk on the road instead.
Oh, but you're rather small, Mr. Naruhodo, and all dressed in all black.
She called me a manlet.
I was worried Coachman might not see you, and you could be flattened by horses.
She's shorter than me.
Is she?
Isn't she?
I actually don't remember.
Well, thank you for the rather small concern. Short king. 4'11" versus 5 feet. Okay.
Oh, wait, really?
I don't know if that guy's memeing or not.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
they're like... Oh,
The clouds look so big and heavy in the sky, don't they? And with the dense fog as well, everything looks hazy.
well, it is known as Foggy London Town.
Ryu is 168. He's shorter than me! I can just make out some sort of spire through the fog. It looks like it's still being built, though.
Aha! Yes, that must be the Crystal Tower being built for the great exhibition that's to open in 6 months' time. Apparently, it's going to be very striking, glazed on all sides, and the symbolic centerpiece of the exhibition.
It's just the pollution. It's to be the largest exposition in history, is it? I can't even begin to imagine it. Alright. Do you see all the black smoke rising from the chimneys over there?
It says here that in Great Britain, many people heat their homes in winter using coal.
The only chimneys I really remember seeing in Japan were on top of the bathhouse. Do you think some of those houses could be on fire? Shut up, Ryu!
Not at all.
Well, even so, that much thick smoke billowing up to the heavens is surely going to turn the whole sky black sooner or later.
Gosh, you may be right about that.
Speaking of pollution, Arklin. Let's see. Oh. Oh, look at the windows of that building there.
Importante. Are you sure the windows?
Yeah, but they're all filled in with bricks.
Oh, you're right. I wonder why.
Why?
Perhaps it's an empty property where nobody lives at the moment.
There's smoke coming from the chimneys, though. Brick windows.
Oh dear, everything still feels very foreign. There's so much we have to learn about this place.
Is it condemned? It looks perfectly fine.
I mean, there's people living in there,
Yeah.
so...
Why are the windows bricked up? What's up with this bike? What happened to the front?
Oh, a British bicycle, look! Although the wheel here is so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be ridden anymore.
That's just being a hardcore shut-in. Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling. London's only hikikomori lives there.
It seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well. Heck yeah!
Or they could just, hear me out, wear pants. Thoughts?
Oh, wait, sorry, I misread that. I thought they meant like a movement to change women's dress as in like movement to change them into wearing pants.
Oh, I see.
They just get
Change.
I can't actually remember what happens. They might have just gone to shorter skirts, but maybe they did wear pants because of
Pants do not suck. Pants are awesome. I wear pants every day. The bicycle fad won't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that.
Oh, goodness, do you dislike bicycles?
No, not at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike them exactly. It's just that any occupation that involves taking both of your feet off firm ground seems reckless. If you'd ever tried walking on stilts and fall into a river, I know you'd agree with me. Did he ever do that?
We'll have to hire a bicycle sometime. You can sit behind me while I ride you around.
I can't believe there's so many nudists in my chat. What the fuck is going on?
Maybe they mean like instead of pants, they'd rather wear shorts?
It kind of
okay, to be
It kind of sounds as though they would rather not wear anything.
well, okay, I want to say to be fair, the boxers are basically shorts.
They're
If you're wearing
pants.
boxers.
They're pants that are short.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can't blame.
I wear boxers as shorts.
Oh,
so...
okay, fair.
Yeah, like it works. That's a rather typical old brick building, isn't it? I'm sure it has a long and interesting history.
Let it breathe? No, don't let it breathe. Cover that shit up. I don't want to see it. Well, time certainly seems to have taken its toll on the place. It's crooked and sagging all over. In fact, it looks in decidedly worse shape than the other houses around here. Oh, so it is condemned?
Oh, we must find some cheap lodgings ourselves as soon as possible.
Yeah, you're right. Cheap, but ideally with reasonably level floors.
And windows?
And windows.
yes.
No bricked up windows. Okay, is that everything? I want to say that that's everything.
I think so. It's like sometimes really hard to tell.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're to converse now, right? Okay. Yep. Fun game.
Yep.
That part is not fun. Okay. Scotland Yard.
Tell me about Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
London in the 1900s doesn't seem like too good of a place to live, but then again, so was everywhere else. Fair.
I mean, honestly, living is kind of living anywhere in any time frame is kind of sucks.
Over here is pretty nice. You don't like it here?
It's cold.
Oh, it is cold. It's warmer over here. I guess.
Probably is.
Yeah, probably.
I went outside for a run, and I like legitimately, I thought I would like, cause like usually when you run, like you get warm over time. You like strip layers, like you take off your jacket or something like that. I kept my jacket on the entire time. I was still perfectly fine. I was like, it's so freaking cold here.
Wait, you went running today? Oh my god, it's like so cold today.
Well, wait, was it just naturally cold? I have no idea. I don't like go outside that often.
It's pretty cold. It was pretty cold today. I was wearing a sweater and everything. Is she in Canada? No.
No, I'm just weak.
The Yard is the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, ma'am. I lost the accent. I can't get it back.
Oh, and you know I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet.
It does make them look the part, seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the sense that this is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city.
Oh yes, doesn't he look wonderful?
Being a London Bobby is outgoing, I can tell you.
Oh really?
Is it?
Eh.
First thing in the morning, you know what he does? Goes around and rouses all the laborers on his beat so they can get off to work. What? He wakes people up? Yup, raps on their windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit. Wait, they wake people up in the morning?
I guess for your shift, maybe. I don't know.
The policeman? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I honestly don't know. I had no idea.
That's harsh, having to wake everyone up. It's like their. It was a thing for factory workers. I see. It's like their alarm clock, you know?
Oh, so instead of having actual alarm clocks, they like had people instead?
Hmm. The Bobby works for the people of the town. It's just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's the regulation distance. I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way. It's called a knocker-upper.
Really? Huh. Let me see.
Knocker-upper sounds like someone who gets someone pregnant.
Yeah. Wait, I was gonna say. Because like when you say like when someone gets knocked up.
Yeah, it's.
It's not to wake them up. 20 miles. That's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama.
On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far. And when it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting on the gas street lamps.
Oh my.
And I suppose in between all of those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well.
And chase after criminals trying to evade the law.
Gregnant. When you're gregnant, you end up with a Greg son.
Wait, that's how he was born! His mom was pregnant!
His mom was gregnant. And then she was like, this is my Greg son. I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly, more alongside, but yes. They're expected to handle these jobs as well. We do have men keeling over from time to time, I admit.
I'd always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. But it's with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish my dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo.
Why?
Because she doesn't want to walk 20 kilometers every day.
Well, I thought she could just wear the hat.
Oh.
Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. Every time you hear this theme, you want to munch on fish and chips. Is this his theme? About the case. It happened around 5 in the evening 2 days ago, just there on that open bit of pavement. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind. Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in a hospital. I never said she was a lady. What? Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all. I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course. Here's a map what the local area I happen to have on me. You could take it if you want. Oh, he's being so helpful. Really? Are you sure? It's your policy to give lawyers defending suspects the odd bit of information to go on. Sorry, I butchered that. I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but okay. What do you mean she's not a lady? Was she a prostitute or something?
Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept.
He's helping us now.
Maybe they just mean like lady as in like not royalty, maybe?
Maybe?
That's kind of weird.
The odd bit, aren't you supposed to give them everything? No, we have to play treasure hunt. Okay, the local map is entered into the court record. Let's check that out in a second. Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it? Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming not to have seen anyone else around, but...
But just because he didn't see anyone...
Prostitutes are ladies of the night.
It doesn't mean we can be sure that nobody else was present.
Sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure. How? Oh, sorry.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, like I was asking how, and she said how at the same time. Because, ma'am, the precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed. What? Oh no! We have 2 very reliable witnesses, no less. It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see them. There were witnesses now? What the fuck?
Surprise!
How come he didn't see any of them, but they could see him? And what the fuck? This is so garbage. Who are these witnesses, Inspector?
So convenient.
A fellow and his wife, and the man's one of the most reliable and respected citizens in all London. Was it Mr. McGilded? He's a copper from Scotland Yard. A policeman? That might change things.
And this policeman just happened to be at the exact moment the woman was attacked.
So not to be trusted. Not in particular, but that man, part and parcel being Bobby, catching them banging the act and all that. Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions? Be my guest, you can ask him what you like. In court tomorrow! Oh. I've no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that'll give you something to look forward to. That's that then. He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems. He's out for a cheeky Nando's and stumbled into a murder. The roomkeeper went to eat, so you felt like you needed to say that. Thank you.
Rune like hates cops. Like,
Yeah.
Every time any cop comes up, he's just like, can't be trusted.
Yeah.
He's the worst. A policeman witnessed the incident. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed.
Whatever. We'll take him. Yeah, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me of that too. Wow. That's so rude.
Smart, right?
Yeah.
This guy's so smart.
Oh yes, one more thing, Inspector. What? The person who led you to the suspect, I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Did he just shove the fish and chips into his ass? What are you bringing him up for? Was it something I said? The color has drained from his cheeks. What's wrong? Tomorrow's trial. His attorney says fuck 12. That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. Are you going to defend him or not? Well, Man, Ryu spends a lot of time going, well. Makes no difference to me, but I will just say this. No London lawyer worth his salt would touch that case with a barge pole. Because the prosecution's being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey, you mean? There's no way to save the man now. It's a waste of time trying. It is all a bit strange, though. Sorry? The Reaper, he hasn't appeared in court once for a good few years now.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
And the only people he usually bothers with are the real scum. The master criminals, the violent ones. Master criminals?
The violent ones?
So he's branching out, or... Huh. That's right.
Yeah.
He handpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins. But Mr. Natsume wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely. That's just my point, sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but it didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there. What? So this isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for want of a better phrase. Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it? No, there's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really? Sort of reason, Inspector.
You think I can tell what's going on inside the head of that Lord of Darkness? You'll have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial. Are we really gonna have to face him again? The Lord of Darkness, as he put it. Okay. What's the problem with Holmes then? Who did you hear that name from? He's famous, isn't he? Oh, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered his lodgings.
Oh, I'm sure it was the result of Mr. Shum's inspirational great deductions.
Fiddle faddle. The man's an amateur, and I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere. Oh. I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime, wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case. Yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he?
He is a great help to Scotland Yard, though, isn't he?
Thinking face. Gibble gabble. Ever seen this before? Oh yeah, that's Rant's magazine.
The wonderful publication in which the adventures of Sherlock Holmes appears.
Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the Yard's detectives in its stories. And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. If you ask anyone at the Yard, it's a misadventure to be included in the Sherlock Holmes tale at all.
Well, I suppose there is an element of that.
We work our socks off, every one of us, only to be frumped by the public thanks to that obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us at Scotland Yard as he is to all our criminals.
That can't really be true, can it, Inspector?
I can imagine I'd be pretty pissed if this amateur kept coming in and making us look stupid.
That's because you are No, I'm just kidding.
It'd be like if I was at my engineering job and they kept hiring like a contractor, but the contractor kept throwing out what I did and
They're like, well, you know what? Your system sucks. I'm just gonna replace it with something better.
Clearly the great detective and the police have a complex relationship.
Wait, he's not even a contractor. He'd be like the intern that, well, you know, like that story of the intern who like goes in to like submit like a code review to like fix one bug and then leaves. He's like that guy.
Yeah.
He's like the intern that just comes to fix a code bug and then leaves.
Isn't that what contractors do? That's what they're hired for. I guess so, yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of the detective. Okay, I guess we're done talking to him.
Naruto, can I make a suggestion?
Oh yeah, what is it?
Well, it seems to me though we must speak with him about this.
By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, exactly.
Wanted to be a detective, but they kept canceling the class. Winky face. Hammy, what are you talking about?
It's because he wasn't a good enough detective to find the class in the first place.
Oh, you gotta solve puzzles. I see.
Yeah.
Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsume did blame him for all of this, didn't he? It's a sad face.
Yes, he really did. Which makes him an involved party in the case. Are you just gonna ignore that? I hope not. I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again.
The trouble is, we have no idea of the man's address even, so how
It's Baker Street,
do you know that?
cause I'm a stalker. It's in the stories, of course. 221B Baker Street, the most famous address in the world.
Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I guess. We better try to find our way there before she gets any more excited and unpredictable.
Hurrah! I'll summon a carriage.
So, we're to have a reunion already with the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Yay.
Oh. So we're done examining, we're done conversing. We don't present, so let's move, I guess. Oh, okay. New location. Okay, great. The 3 credit hour Professor Layton certification program. Hey! Anime time.
Yeah. Time to listen to the British-Japanese people.
He's actually carrying that sword around with him.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Thanks again.
Oh, they really went.
The residence of Mr. Herlock
Yeah.
Sholmes.
It's so quaint.
Who takes care of all the plants? Does he take care of the plants? He's kind of a weirdo.
Does he look like he can take care of those plants?
No. 19th of February, 12:53 p.m. Sholmes' suite. So this is where the great detective makes his living. It feels surreal to be here somehow. Place looks so fucked up. Is it as described in the stories? Susato-san?
Many famous cases have been solved here in this very room.
Average accountant's office? No, I suppose they must have been, yeah. I've never read the story, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be.
The detective chases the villain relentlessly as he disappears into the fog in an unlit London street. Oh, the thrill of it! The romanticism! Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, I suppose I can, yeah.
So, if you don't mind, I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please, don't mind me. I'm just over here fangirling.
She's obsessed. So how do we get in? Well, it looks like our detective friend isn't home at present, so how did we get into the house? Excuse me, anybody home? Oh, do we have a visitor? Oh.
Oh,
Do you want to do this or should I do it?
I can do it.
Does
Hello?
Sholmes show up later?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, then I'll take him.
Yeah, I don't remember when he shows up though.
Oh, okay. No, I can do whatever you want.
Oh, I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Is it a big new case for Mr. Sholmes?
Hi. Wait, aren't you...
Oh, how rude of me. I'll go and make some tea at once.
I'm sure it's the same girl. Miss Susato, did you see the girl who was just here?
Oh, yes. Isn't it truly extraordinary?
How does he have a daughter? Does that mean he had someone? I mean, someone must have mothered her, right?
To think that the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case.
Buddy, that's his wife? No!
That is not his wife. That is a child.
Cookie, move. I can't see. The King of Bavaria?
King Wilhelm Gottfried Sigismund von Armstein, of course.
I can't help you with that. Sorry, I am drawing a blank.
Name?
Forget the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes for a moment and look over there.
The peas bread. And I have a freshly baked cake as well.
Apparently your sister broke a glass and didn't tell anyone, so you stepped on a glass. BRB, no! Are you okay? Oh my god. Now that you notice her hair, it's gonna bother you forever. Oh, which one? This one? Or the other one?
Thinking about Susato's hair. Like if you look at it from the back.
Oh, I haven't looked. I'll look later. Hi, Sticky.
Okay. Ah, it's you.
I knew it. Susato recognizes her too. You don't think it's possible? Oh, really? Ah, there you are. Oh, it's this one. Shit, sorry. Okay. Like the Charlie Brown, the adults. It's the girl who turned up at the end of Mr. McGilded's trial in the defendant's antechamber.
I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Poor you, having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London.
Oh yeah, it was challenging. Could you get me some more water, please? Thank you.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know.
Oh, thank you. Is tea supposed to look like that?
Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor.
Great
Hooray!
cookie.
It's a winner. I tried blending different leaves designed to alleviate fatigue, you see.
Cookie. Hi. Sorry, she's on the other end of the room now. She left.
Bye-bye, Cookie.
Tea's got opium in it.
That alleviates some fatigue.
Like all tea or just this tea?
I think he's talking about this tea.
I see.
You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots and lots of luck.
Is she saying that it's going to be really difficult to defend a Japanese man?
Yeah.
I heard your defendant's Japanese. Good luck with that.
Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance?
Hi, Cookie. She's here again. I will pet her. Hello.
Hi, Cookie.
Hi, Cookie.
Oh, you know Hurley, do you?
Hurley? Mr. Sholmes to you, surely?
Mr. Sholmes was a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see. Oh, was he really? Well, I had no idea. I
Stop.
heard Hurley's out on an errand again today, even though he's just returned from overseas.
Wait a minute. We met this girl for the first time yesterday after the trial, and only briefly at that. How on earth does she know so much about us? Did she deduce all those things, do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suite? Dude, behind every great man is a woman. Okay, I'm just telling you. Oh, silly me. Oh, silly me. I haven't introduced myself, have I? Have I? It's a pleasure to meet you both. My name is Iris Wilson.
Oh, she's named after... What was the name of the woman? There was a woman that Sherlock was interested in, right?
It's not the woman.
Oh, it's not the woman?
Oh, look at her last name.
Wilson?
Yeah.
What about it?
Who died in the first case?
Who died in the first case?
Yeah.
Watson?
Oh, so this Wilson is the copyright.
Oh, I see.
Version of Wilson.
I see. Woodrow Wilson's daughter. Wow. Stop it.
Amazing. I live here together with Hurley.
He fucked Watson and made this kid. Hey, Hammy, I think you need to take a biology class. Ah, Iris, is it? What a lovely name. What's the matter?
No, wait, this can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson?
What's the matter with her? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden?
Yes, that's right. What are your names?
With the power of anime, you can do anything. Oh, I am Ryunosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan. I see he's just introducing himself as a lawyer now.
Sorry.
When a man and a man love each other very much, they get down and dirty, and then a kid comes out, right?
If you adopt the kid, maybe.
From where? When you say a kid comes out, where does the kid come out of, Hammy?
From the adoption center?
They poop it out just like normal? Stop it.
I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Sasato Mikotoba. It's wonderful to meet you. Lovely. Susie and Runo. Got it.
Susie and Runo.
Susie?
Runo? There's more to this girl than meets the eye. I have so many questions for her, I don't know where to start. They adopted her? They must have!
Yes, and so do I.
Okay, are we allowed to examine? Do we need to examine?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
A mystery shoe, a curious hammer, a mysterious dancing man, a bust of Napoleon. Ah, what an entrancing collection!
Don't listen to Rune, he's crazy. What you said must be true. Okay. This is the first time in my life that I have seen a lonely old shoe displayed as an ornament.
Oh, those are all mementos that Hurley has collected from his past cases.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't touch that. Move. Sorry. Really? Even the bust?
Yes, that's right. When the moon takes him, he likes to throw it on the floor and smash it to dust.
What? The poor defenseless emperor? Mr. Sholmes destroys it?
Yes, and then he buys a new one.
But that's so wasteful. You make it sound like he has a temperament of an insane sculptor.
Because he does? Ah, how entrancingly bohemian of him.
Or they grab the kid off the street. It's London, so you're pretty sure that's how the adoption process works.
Sounds about right.
Okay. And then chair, not the chair. Let's see, what is this? Susato says, I can fix him. I do like this fireplace. It's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in the country, in fact. Lingering beside the fire and watching the flames flicker and dance in the grate. So relaxing.
We can't relax, not when there's so many interesting things on the mantelpiece. Oh, it's just as it was described in the stories.
It is?
Yes, exactly. Inside that Persian slipper, for example, are my chocolates for 11sies. And transfixed by that large jackknife is my shopping list for the market.
Oh, sorry.
Not quite how I remember it being described in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Poor Susato-san, she looks crushed. Not when you learn about your Oshi, and then you find out that they're a real human being. Who puts chocolates in a shoe? This girl. It looks like that huge metal chest is being used as a table for tea and coffee. It seems very sturdy with an equally sturdy lock.
Mr. Naruto, you mustn't go around opening things.
I wasn't going to!
I always have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're very mischievous.
How did you come to that conclusion?
So rude. Ooh, that chest. Contains some of my most valuable things.
And that smile tells me you're not going to give us any clue about what they are. Alright. This is, not useful information, I take it. This is flavor text?
I think this is all flavor, yeah.
Okay, should I keep going on with them?
Up to you?
I'm not, like, super interested in this guy, I'll be honest.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah. He's a crackpot. I get it. Okay.
He's a crackhead.
If there's nothing important in here for realsies, then we can just stop looking at stuff.
I think the only thing that might be important is
Just talking to her?
I think you can just talk with her. There might be something on the left-hand side, but I don't think that matters now.
Okay, well... Let's talk to her first.
Yeah.
It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey.
Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you so much. Oh no, not at all. I'm so sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming.
Though at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us. Oh, her gun.
Yeah. I like this.
Gulp.
Thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you?
Oh yes, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade.
Oh, that's right, her name was Lestrade. Oh, Ginny? Yes, she's a professional pickpocket.
So we found out.
It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that.
Are you referring to that trial-disrupting gun-like contraption?
Exactly! So I followed her, you see, to get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruction mechanism in my inventions.
This girl is dangerous!
Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that.
Certified American gun discipline?
So she could apologize to my trusty technician.
Sorry, your technician?
Hurley, of course, silly.
I see.
Hurley? Yes, Herlock. Herlock Sholmes. We live here together.
You approve of Ginny pickpocketing as honest work? Roomkeeper?
It is work.
Oh, sorry. This is me. I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter.
Daughter? Not likely.
What?
I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, would I?
I don't know. You guys are all fucking weird.
Well then, what is your relation with Mr. Sholmes? I can't do this Irish voice. Ugh. Well, I expect you found that lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive.
Right.
So the solution is to share the cost with a partner. A roommate.
Right. Your roommates?
I hope you don't mind me asking, Iris, but how old are you?
10 at last this year. Sorry, it was you.
They're all geniuses.
She's-
I don't understand.
She's 10?
Wait, I want to say that like literally every single game, the side character gets smarter and smarter and younger
Get
and younger
younger.
every single game. Like you go from like Francisca, who's like 17, to like I forgot her name, the like blonde or the sunny girl with yellow clothing, Athena. She's like 13 or something, and then now we got this girl who's like 10.
The next one will be 7.
I know.
What about
actually,
your
though,
mom and dad?
I expect to see the next assistant as an embryo. of yours. Oh no, they're not around.
Oh, I see. I wonder what the story is there.
Oh yes, there's something I must ask you.
200 IQ genius marries you with a dead father.
Of course, of course. Go ahead, Susie. I am a very great fan of the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes and... Oh, Oh, you have a copy of Rand's magazine. Yes, I read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship. Oh, this is so exciting. My stories are being read on the other side of the world.
She writes them?
Surprise!
My stories?
That's right. Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all about them. They really are quite fascinating.
She's the author? Oh my god.
200 IQ, 10-year-old, let's go. It would be a shame if I was the only one who ever heard them. Don't you think? Goodness. Last night, he was telling me all about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land.
Oh boy.
So, I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscript for the next issue before you came.
We're gonna... She's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? Yes, apparently. Apparently, yes.
So you are the author? Yes. I'll let you in on a secret if you like. I'm to call this latest adventure the Speckled Band.
The Speckled Band? That is certainly very familiar and a little bit... Using my dead friend's last words? Okay.
Of course. I always change one or two details in the stories, here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble.
Oh, that was Mr. Sholmes' first thought as well, actually.
Yes, and of course I know a snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly, but... It's a story! Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think. Don't you?
The death of my best friend was not thrilling enough for you.
Apparently not. So, did you mean to say... Are these stories about Mr. Sholmes that are published in Vance magazine? All written by me? Yes, on my wonderful and very modern typewriter. But all the stories I've ever read... Oh, written by a doctor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson.
Susato-san's getting more and more worked up.
Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name really is Wilson. But... Oh, well, what about the doctor of medicine part? That's all true, too. I am a doctor of medicine.
What? Come on!
IQ genius!
Come on, dude! Okay. No! At 10 years old?
At 10 years old.
Well, that is quite incredible. Why no doc? She's 10!
But...
Doogie Howser? Feeling inadequate yet? She's anime, I mean.
Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman.
This game is stretching it too much. Yeah, her being a doctor is kind of silly. I don't know. I guess her character is silly. Her character is silly to begin. Her VTuber backstory is too rich. Yeah. Can you imagine if you had a VTuber that looked like this and said, I'm 10 years old and also I'm a medical doctor?
I
Right?
mean, she's like an anime protagonist, so
The lore would
I
be
could see that.
the lore would be too much. You could say I would buy a VTuber who came out and said, I'm 10 years old, I look like this, I love inventions, I'm a steampunk, inventor.
I'm a steampunk lollybait.
Yeah, I would believe it up to that point. But then if she said, I'm also a medical doctor, I would be like, hold on, let's draw the line right there. That's too much lore.
I did alter the settings slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Oh. Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it?
A little strange?
Just a little. A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow.
Who's also a world-renowned author, a medical doctor, and an inventor.
NBD. I suppose it does, yes.
Poor Susato-san, she looks like her whole world has just fallen apart. Okay, next. About before, what if Sholmes is about to walk in and be like, what the fuck are you telling these people?
Yeah? What's on your mind, Bruno? Do tell me.
How did you know that I was a lawyer and we just arrived in London, I mean?
Yes, oh. And we have such a difficult trial tomorrow. How did you know all of that?
Who the hell got killed in the first act then? Good point!
Oh. That's what you mean. Or, that's what you mean. Please, tell us how you did it. Explain every detail. Of course, I'd be delighted. Although, there's really no mystery. And now, let's begin.
Oh no. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Deduction. Iris Wilson is proud to present her Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Here we fucking go. It's time to go to Disneyland.
Like you... First of all, I knew already that you were a lawyer, Bruno.
Thanks, I hate her.
After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey in the defendant's antechamber.
But you also said we'd only just arrived in London. How did you know that?
There's a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket. Because I'm so good at seeing things.
His passport and the ticket is in his pocket and his chest. Okay.
Dude, she's got X-ray vision.
Oh.
So I was reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in the country.
Our Glenn! He said, tell me she's the next victim. That's really mean, dude. Jesus. Can't go to Disneyland, you've been banned.
And on top of that, you accepted a case against that particular prosecutor, telling me you were unaware of London's court affairs.
That's your fucking proof? Oh, thanks for the follow. Welcome, Isaac0001. The Reaper of the Bailey. I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Then I noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with the suspect, were you not? Or weren't you, earlier today? Ah. They use those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see. I didn't realize.
You didn't realize they stamped you on the hand? What do you...
And a red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates.
What do you mean you didn't realize?
So, that told me that even though you had only yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGilded, the two of you had already had cause to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison.
They stamp your hand like Chuck E. Cheese when you visit prisoners.
Don't you know that the local prison is the happiest place on earth? However, neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face. So I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative.
The stamp looks like a Fate's Master's command seal.
That led me to believe that you must have accepted a new case.
I see.
But how could you have known that the trial is tomorrow? Well, having barely been home a few hours yesterday, Hurley solved yet another case. It obviously amused him. He told me that he had caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling.
Oh no.
Not like
A
this.
Japanese man? Well, clearly that must have been... Hey, so basically Sherlock Holmes goes around and puts random people in jail and gets random people executed, right? That's what...
Yep.
That's what I'm gathering from this.
Yup.
Because like he has gotten the wrong guy in multiple cases. So how many people have died at this man's hands?
Probably too many, to be honest. Mr. Natsume! Now, Runa has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called the kimono, isn't it, Susie?
But he's hot, right? I mean, he is hot, but...
That's what makes it okay for him to commit crime.
No.
Well, Anyway, it was clear to me that you both come from Japan yourselves. So I put 2 and 2 together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught.
Okay, sure.
And there was only one conclusion those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case.
Yeah. She's right, actually. She's better than
Yeah.
he is.
Cause he's a dum-dum.
Yeah, he is a
There's a note
dum-dum.
on the mantel. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow.
Sorry, I was just saying he's a dum-dum.
Yeah. Hurley is always stabbing his nose with a knife, you know. He is silly.
He is silly.
And that's all there was to it, really. And thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions.
Uh-huh.
Well, was it a winner? Were my deductions correct?
They were spot on, actually.
That was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction.
You've managed to certain something of Mr. Sholm's delivery.
Oh well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that.
If only Sholmes was anywhere as good at deduction as a second-rate VTuber.
If only. This is really very good news. You could tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man. You will, won't you, Iris? Please.
So, yesterday, Mr. Sholmes apprehended a Japanese man, you were saying.
Yes. Hurley had just arrived back in London after a sea voyage. But the police were waiting for him at the railway station to take him directly to the crime scene.
Ah, the great detective is a popular man, it seems.
Apparently a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in town. There were witnesses who had seen a short, shifty-looking stooped man running away from the scene.
We're not Soseki.
A short, shifty-looking stooped man.
Mr. Natsume, beyond any doubt. Soseki-san said that he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. But it seems there were witnesses after all.
Hurley used his great deductive powers to determine the man's address.
Ow.
It was a lodging room very nearby. He went directly there with the police, and what did they find? A short, shifty-looking stooped man, shivering in fear.
Mr. Sholmes' great deduction certainly hit the mark that time.
Of course it did. He's a great detective.
There's actually a Sherlock Holmes game that lets you solve the cases wrong and doesn't tell you, and you can send innocent people to jail and get celebrated as if you solved the case. Oh, really? What is it called? The American Justice System? Cass says he was about to make that same joke. Still, that means the incident occurred only 2 days ago. Surely tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it?
Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly.
By the way, this music is...
very bouncy.
circus?
Yeah. It's cause this game is not just a clown, it's the entire circus. Hurley says that London is rife with crime.
Oh.
Scotland Yard is doing its best, but they can't stay on top of it apparently. Oh dear, I hadn't realized the situation was so dire. It's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicious person. That's terrible. I suppose it's the harsh reality of the workings of the world's greatest justice system.
Can't wait to get out of this place. I suppose it is, but in that case, I don't hold out much hope for Soseki-san. Am I doing the justice dance? That's right. I learned it from a kid's show. Thank you for answering so many of our questions, Iris. This has been very informative.
Oh, you're most welcome. I've had so much fun.
Ooh.
Woo?
Did you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment? As you guessed, we'd like to ask him some questions about this case as well.
Oh, well... I expect Hurley is still investigating the scene.
Huh? We didn't see him there. Of the case involving Mr. Natsume, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Natsume... Hurley said he was going to the man's lodgings.
Oh, his place. Okay.
If you leave now, you'll probably catch him there.
Poggers.
Iris, do you know where those lodgings are? Well, I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crimes themselves, aren't they? Did you happen to come across a detective by the name of Gregson over there?
Yep. We know Inspector Gregson.
Goody. In that case... Oops, wrong voice. Give Gregsy this from me, would you? If you do that, I'm sure he'll tell you what you want to know.
What the fuck is that? What is this?
It's hush money. A 5-shilling piece and a postcard, it seems.
Iris's postcard. Okay.
It reads, "Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem." Oh gosh, this will make the inspector help us, will it?
Will it?
Will it?
Well, thank you, Iris. We will give it a try. She's got dirt on him? Yeah, that's the sense I'm getting.
Good luck then. I'm going to return to writing my manuscript, The Speckled Band. And I'll be making more special blends of tea, so come back again soon.
Isaac, just hold on. What? What are Ari?
Oh, does your RR still like?
It's
kind
kind of laggy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's working or not. I thought I saw it working.
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, we'd be delighted. Thank you so much, Iris. Well, Mr. Naruto, it's back to the scene of the crime. Yay.
So slow. Maybe he's got to type in chat for it to work. I don't think so. So, somewhat dubious that they would exert any influence over the men of Scotland. Oh, see? It's like so laggy.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just really slow. Somewhat dubious that they would exert any influence over the men of Scotland Yard at all. We headed back to the scene with Iris's curious note and one of the world's heaviest silver coins in hand. How long do you want to go? Do you want to end here? It's 11:45.
Up to you. I think I can go for like 15 more minutes.
Did you say 15?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, then we might as well stop here because I think it's just like the next part of the case, right?
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for helping. Hold on. I'm gonna wait. Stop. Stop it. Well, we never looked
Yeah,
at
it was fun.
we never looked at the court record actually.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
You want to just okay? Let's do that in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's the
What
map.
a great map.
That's the map.
This is where the scene happens.
Yep, it's right there. Okay,
Yep.
great.
Did you see the postcard?
Oh yeah, let's see. So we got the postcard. I never actually looked at this.
It's the thing that they give you. Wait, what was on the back of it?
I'm not sure. Hold on. These are the scales of justice. They're a symbol of the defense, aren't they?
Yes, that's right. The scales are a symbol of fairness to show that all are treated equally in the eyes of the law. And they're a warning to those who enter the courtroom without an impartial mind.
But if they're the mark of the defense, it would be more auspicious if they were weighing more heavily on the not guilty side, I think.
Very impartial, I'm sure. I
Hmm.
saw something behind the band. Am I crazy?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, oh, is this Kazuma? Wait, I never noticed.
The lawyer's name is embroidered on the inside here. Look. Kazuma Asogi. This was his band, of course.
He had his heart set on his study tour in Great Britain.
Wow. I'm sure that he would have found the truth he longed for here. but he lost his life before he even had the chance to see the place.
I have such a strong sense of his hopes and dreams when I look at this armband, though.
The kanji for his name, his Kazuma, one truth. One truth. Yeah.
Oh,
Or like
that's
one,
pretty cool.
yeah. Not sure if I'm reading that exactly right, but okay. Anyway. Oh, this one. 221B Baker Street, London, NW1.
This is a 5-shilling piece, isn't it? I believe it's called a crown.
Yeah, and you can train a Scotland Yard detective to do whatever you want with just a single one.
Iris must be the most powerful 10-year-old in the world.
How much is 5 shillings, by the way? What's it really worth?
Well... It's probably enough to buy all the chips the inspector could possibly eat in a whole month.
That's greasy.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of money, though, for a 10-year-old.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Iris's little handwriting is adorable, isn't it?
Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem?
Yeah, the handwriting might be adorable, but the message is ominous. There's no room for sentiment there.
I'm sure it's simply the way you're interpreting it, Mr. Naruto. Yeah, she has a heart at the end of her name.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do hope the inspector will tell us what we need to know when he reads it.
She should have dotted the I's of her name of hearts.
Oh, you're right.
Cops can be bought with junk food. You don't think it will just make him munch piping hot chips until steam comes out of his ears, do you? Now I want to eat fries. Yeah, now I want to eat fries. But like crunchy
sounds
fries.
Oh, like the ones that like come out of the street out of the fryer?
Yeah, not like soft fries. They gotta be like crunchy, you know? They gotta be like crispy. Yeah.
Wait, what do you think of In-N-Out fries?
Bad.
Yeah, okay. So apparently the secret is that you ask for I think you can ask for like non-salted fries and then they have to like fry them freshly. Alternatively, you ask for double fried fries there.
Or
But
you could just
try-
go somewhere else.
Yeah, I was like thinking about it like if you have to ask them, you might as well just go like literally anywhere else that
Yeah.
doesn't give you soft fries.
In-N-Out fries are terrible.
Yeah. Sad. Well, that wouldn't be an entirely terrible outcome.
Oh, is that it? Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Alright, that's it, that's it. Okay, let's
Please
free
work.
Ari. Free Ari from her. Oh god, stop! I just closed it! Okay. Thanks so much for coming on the stream on such short notice, actually. I asked you a couple hours ago.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Do you, if you want to come on again, I'm gonna at least finish out this game, I think. So if you're free again, we can let me know, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah,
But-
I guess. Just let me know when you're streaming.
Are you streaming this? You're streaming probably on Friday, right? Friday's Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, it depends on if you stream late. Can I? What if I like just join midway? Or
Like
something?
halfway. Yeah. Sure. I mean, anything like that would work.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks for having me. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, let me type. Thank you so much. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Okay, I'm not. Hold on. I actually remembered something I wanted to tell you guys about. I'm gonna complain about this. Hold on. First of all, I'm going to. I guess I'll just hide her chatting thing. Yeah, since we're not in a call anymore. Okay, I have something. First of all, did you guys do your homework? I asked you guys to read the one shot. I asked you guys to read the one shot. I don't think many of you read it. So it means that all of you will be getting a 0 on the assignment. And you can make up for it, but you have to go and read it. What? Yeah, Runekeeper, you didn't read it? You did. Ferris did do the homework. Thank you. Ferris is a true fan today. Ferris did do the homework. Thank you. Yeah. Did everybody else read? You missed last class. I posted about this on Discord. You have a note from Zali What does this only give you a note? Where can you get the one shot? Where is the link? Where is the link? I should have prepared it. Here. Okay. You hand out no notes? That note is fake. Zali, did you do the homework? I don't want you saying that other people's notes are fake if you didn't do the homework. Everybody has to read this. Oh, also, if you enjoyed the stream today, you can join my Discord. And you can— Of course not! What do you mean? Come on! I asked you guys to do one thing. It's free! Sorry, my hand's freaking out because I want to drink some water. You haven't read Chainsaw Man yet, so how can you read the one shot? I told you, it's the same thing as last time. It's not related to Chainsaw Man. It's just by the author. But the one shot is unrelated. It's an original story. So, yeah. It's the same thing with the last one. The last one was an original story. Actually, there's rarely any homework for kids nowadays. How do you know that? Santoro. Bold of you to assume that VTuber fans can read. Chainsaw Man is really good, you should read it. Yeah, but you know, if you haven't read it yet, it's okay because the one shot is unrelated to Chainsaw Man. The only relation that it has is that it's by the same author and I guess the art. You don't want the one shots to color your impression of Chainsaw Man. What? How? Why? Just read Chainsaw Man then! I've been asking you to read it for like a long time! Come on! The anime is almost gonna come out and you're gonna wait until the anime is out? Come on. Jeez. I can't believe this, man. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm gonna say this right now, I'm not looking to argue. So if you want to argue, don't do it! Don't do it. If the one shot makes you feel bad about the author, you might be inclined to judge Chainsaw Man less harshly. It's not really about him. I don't know how to respond to that. I straight up do not know how to respond to that. It's like, I mean, I haven't read Animal Farm, but I've read his essays, you know? It's okay. You can read different, okay, whatever. It's your personal choice, but in that case, I would say, why not read Chainsaw Man? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? The anime is gonna start in summer, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the thing I wanted to complain about was, stop biting that. Take that out of your mouth. You will read the anime's not. I know. It's very short. It's only 100 chapters. Literally only 100 chapters or less. 90 chapters? It's very short. Okay. I want to talk about the jury thing from the other day. Cass is shaking his head. No, I'm not trying to start argument. If you want to argue, I don't want to argue. I just wanted to say some things because the other day I was annoyed and I was put on the spot, so I wasn't able to pull my thoughts together coherently, but I have thought about it. So I think that all of the arguments that have been put forth in this chat about why juries are bad, I think we're all— the reason why I got instantly triggered was because I felt that— oh, hi Mason, long time no see. Hold on. Oh shit, I spilled my water on myself. I spilled. No, I'm okay. I just dropped a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So all the arguments against juries that were put forward in this chat were kind of like intellectually just honest gotcha arguments. It was all stuff like, but what if the jury gets it wrong? I mean, like, the judge can be wrong, right? What if the jury is bribed? I mean, the judge can be bribed. What if the jury breaks the law? I mean, the law could be wrong, and there's no guarantee that the law is right? So, to me, I felt that these arguments, if made in good faith, if these arguments were made in good faith, I felt that they betrayed could be the wrong word, but they betrayed an inherent trust in the system. right? Like the system, it was basically saying the system works, so why do we need the jury? That's how I interpreted it. But, and okay, it's true that a certain level of trust, who said this? Hobbes? Social contract? Who said that? Was it him? I think it was Hobbes, who said that, you know, there's a social contract. And yeah, there is a certain level of trust that's required for society and the systems in society to function. And, but, I mean, blind trust is bad. However, I will concede that me saying that both sides are bad is not a compelling argument for why juries are actually good, right? For me saying, like, if someone says the jury could be wrong and I say the judge could be wrong, that doesn't mean that the jury is actually a good thing. So I'm going to put forward an argument for why I think juries are good. So although they have faults, I think that juries serve a very important purpose in democratic societies by involving the citizens in the process of justice. I think that they provide accountability into the system. So it is not just politicians in their ivory tower setting the laws from far away and then having their goons execute the laws. Right? Yeah. So the other day, 2 days ago, somebody I think mentioned that if the judge does something bad, he is accountable to the system, whereas the jury is not. And I found this to be like super naive. It was so naive that I got triggered. I went straight to the Shadow Realm and I started living there. I set up camp there. Like, let me give you an example. Would you ask the head of a tobacco company to extol about the harms of smoking? How about having Boeing sign off on the safety of its own planes? Like, we literally just had that, right? We had Boeing's inspectors sent by Boeing signing off on their own planes, and what fucking happened, right? So it seems strange to me to suggest that because judges are part of the system, they are accountable to it in a way that juries are not. Because when it seems to me that it's equally likely that being part of the system means that the system has a vested interest in covering up your wrongdoing so that the system can perpetuate itself, right? He's nodding. Thank you. I need someone to sit in front of me and be like, okay, yeah. Like, it just betrays a kind of blind trust in these systems for that, where they will always do the right thing, and that so there's no need for accountability. But that's clearly not the case, right? Who watches The Watchmen? So anyway, yeah. That was what I wanted to say. The other Watchmen, shut up. The circle. It's the panopticon of Watchmen, right? all the Watchmen can see each other from around their tower. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say, is that I think that it's important, even if it has flaws. I think it's important for. Oh, another thing, I didn't get around to writing this in my notes. I made notes for this thing that I wanted to say. I made notes for that, but I didn't get around to adding this to my notes. I think that it is also important for the process of justice to reflect the morals and beliefs of the citizens, and the jury is one way of implementing that. I mean, you could argue that it's not the best way, sure, but I guess it's the same thing as saying that it's, you know, you don't want politicians far away setting the laws and then having people execute them without anyone in the public having any kind of input on it. So that's what the jury is. The jury is literally the public's input on the process of justice, and that's why I think it's important. Okay, anyway. Sorry. I didn't read any of your messages. I was busy ranting. They can pass outright legally wrong judgment, and at most the appellate court will tell them they're wrong and the defendant has enough money to hire a lawyer to appeal in the first place. Yeah, like, I don't know. I do not think that juries are a bad thing, even if they can be bribed, even if they sometimes get it wrong. I do not think that they are a bad thing. Sorry, you will not convince me by putting these stupid arguments in my chat. Unless you can counter any of the things that I have said today, you know? Like all these gotchas and stuff, like that's not arguing for a point. They're just like Facebook memes, which I guess is the level the level of discourse on the internet is just Facebook memes. The jury got it wrong in this one case. I don't know, whatever. You don't actually know of a case outside of the movies where an entire jury has been bribed. Yeah, I don't know. Huh? You only need one person to be bribed. Yeah, and that person could be the judge. Oh, it needs to be unanimous. True, I suppose. Juries are bad because you're literally placing people with no idea of the law to decide what the law means. It's like telling non-mechanics to diagnose a car problem. You see, he's not even listening to me. That doesn't. But I said I didn't want to argue about it. I'm just putting my thoughts out there. You can do whatever you want with my thoughts, but unless you are going to specifically address the points that I made, feel free to rewatch the VOD and specifically address what I said, why it's important, and you have to tell me why I'm wrong to think that it's important, instead of just telling me they can get it wrong. Because literally you're just saying again that they could get it wrong. You're not really addressing the fundamental thing which I'm saying, which is why they're important. Yeah, like you literally just repeated they could be wrong, which I have accepted. You know, I'm gonna let you in on a secret here. Anyone can get it wrong. The lawyer can get it wrong. The cops can get it wrong. The judges can get it wrong. People are fallible. It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna go now before I get any angrier. I'm gonna delete this note too. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Is there a point in reading anyone today? I don't think there's a... Is stream ending? Yeah, I want to play Valheim. Let's... No? How about Suiren VT? She's doing the first case. Yeah, sure, why not? Or I could see... Hold on, let me see if I have any friends rating right now. Or rating. Friends streaming right now that I want to get. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Ari, for voicing. Sorry for subjecting you to my rant. Let's see here. It's nice when Zali's on my side because then he does the arguing for me. I expect that he doesn't get as angry as I do, or doesn't get as triggered as I do. So maybe he's thinking more clearly because like I'm triggered. Let's see. Yeah, let me check out the person you recommended, Alzura. CRen_. Screen's frozen, but thanks for the stream. Okay. See you in Valheim Stick. See what she is doing. Impromptu stream of being an attorney. Ooh, ENJP. Let me see her model. I'm stuck watching an ad. Sorry. Oh, she's got followers only chat though. So even if we raid her, we won't be able to chat Alzora, which I think is kind of a bummer. So maybe not today. Yeah. Hi, Uncontinued. I was about to leave. Sorry. Maybe I wanted, there was someone specific. Let's see. You guys want to watch Apex? Probably not, right? You hate that you can't see when follower only chat is enabled when you're following. Yeah, I don't want to force people to follow her. I mean, not that it's a bad thing, but it's like always super awkward. So when people can't chat, you know what? I'm too lazy. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, I think. Again, you can join the Discord if you want to see the schedule. And I will see you guys soon. Yeah. Just go and watch whoever you want to watch. I'm not gonna force you. Bye! The only argument against juries with that they have a history of prejudice, but you don't see any better system than them. I mean, everybody in the justice system has prejudice, probably, right? Yeah. Okay, bye. Bye, everyone. And thanks again to Felix, the today's true fan. Thanks to Raised Runner, Santoro, Ixali, Silencer, Stilicho. Hi, Stilicho. Sticky, Mino, Uncontinued Azora, and Ari, of course, Emily, Hammy, Sticky, Sunburns. Everybody already left. Okay, bye. I'm gonna leave too. Bye, Arklin.